Finally, one aspect which I always felt fascinated covering ADA for the last ever since the Tejas days, that the amount of the quantum of technology, cutting edge technology that has come to India via ADA is huge. Not much is talked about often. How much exciting is it to get these challenging technologies and then create an ecosystem that will support all current and future military programs?
Yeah, I think that is the crux of Tejas. Tejas is not just an aircraft. When ADA started in 85, there was hardly an there was no aerospace program in the country after the Marut, and very little research work was going on in aerospace. And ADA was formed with the aim of creating an ecosystem and also develop an aircraft. So I think to a large extent that has been successful. Today we have a huge ecosystem for aerospace, which is not only supporting the country but globally supporting various OEMs. In addition, the most important thing, people say, what is indigenous about Tejas? Yes, okay, many parts are indigenous, but people say the engine is imported, the radar is currently imported. But what is indigenous really about Tejas are the technologies. That is 100% indigenous, and these are the core critical technologies which nobody will share. And these are things like fly-by-wire, the unstable aerodynamics, and how to control that kind of a platform, the advanced avionics, composite structures, and some other technologies which very few people realize. Flight testing of this kind of a platform, which is unstable, which we have to take to the edges of the envelope without losing it or without having accidents. That is a technology that has also been mastered, the flight testing technology. And lastly, all the facilities, rigs, infrastructure that has been created to support this kind of program, 4.5 generation program. Now all these are essential for any future aircraft program, whether it is AMCA, which will need a few more, but all these 90% of the facilities are common or the same standard, Mark II, TED-BF. So everything is now in place in the country for us to go ahead and become completely self-sufficient for all combat aircraft programs. It's certainly feasible and doable, and that's what the whole country is working towards right now.
Okay, so that reminds me, what happened to the Desi radar, that the
LRD?
LRD,
Quite well.
that is the AESA radar.
Yeah, it's flying very well. It's doing well on two of the aircrafts that it's being tested on by Air Force, and it's performed very well. And we expect soon it should be integrated. Yes.
So I understand Air Forces want a mix of the Desi and the, or is it?
It's a matter of maturity when it gets matured, because radar testing is a long exercise. So maybe the initial few Mark 1A will have the imported radars, and then the indigenous one will come. But for Mark II and AMCA, only the indigenous radar is planned. We are not even discussing with anyone else. It's only the indigenous radar.
So Uttam will be there for...
Not Uttam, it's the upgrade.
The upgraded version of Uttam.
Yes, because Mark II is obviously better than the Mark 1A. It's got more space, so you can put more elements. And AMCA is even further and also supports stealth.
All right.
So all these developments are happening concurrently in LRD and going very well. And Uttam is performing well. So it has a very bright future.
All right. So with regard to technology, what is that one area you want tomorrow's engineers and designers to focus that will further aid India's might in this?
All these technologies, what I mentioned before, are the focus areas. In fact, I remember Kalam here. It is his, Dr. Kalam, Abdul Kalam, it was his thinking in about early 90s. We had an option of taking fly-by-wire as a black box from an OEM, which was offered to us. It was very attractive because readily available technology, but he was the one who said that no, we will not take it, we will develop it in the country when there was hardly any expertise available in the country.
All right.
And it was his challenge which has percolated to all systems, and today we don't even talk of trying to go to a foreign OEM to get something. We would rather develop it ourselves. We may have some consultancies for handholding, but finally the technology should be developed in the country. And that is the focus for all the technologies. capabilities, and that's where the challenge lies.
Really exciting to keep on talking on various challenging technologies of ADA. All of us know that the kind of contributions you as a scientist made to Tejas, the control laws, and now currently the silent role you're playing, supporting the youngsters and various teams. Always a pleasure talking to you, Dr. Girish. Wishing all the best in this year and the years ahead. Thank you.
Thank you.